Laguna Beach, California. The appropriateness in the drive route Lincoln mapped out for that first taste on the 2018 Lincoln Navigator didn't get lucky and me until well after I'd already handed back the main element fob towards the ruby red, full-size luxury SUV. And that hit me. The journey inland on the upscale coastal enclave for the Temecula wine country and back I just completed is but one that Lincoln undoubtedly envisions potential Navigator buyers making by incorporating frequency. The Laguna Beach crowd is perhaps type of customer the all-new 2018 Navigator has to attract if it's about to succeed beyond as being a go-to for livery companies. The changes on the brawny Lincoln SUV are immediately evident from driving. It acquitted itself above the various sorts of tarmac we encountered during our day's drive, handling bumps and imperfections within a manner resembling a Great Dane's reaction to a yapping terrier, acknowledgement then utter disregard. This nearly 6,000 pound SUV will not be easily unsettled. And even though it features an unbiased rear suspension, the Navigator still feels trucky to use on-road demeanor, an attractive characteristic for some that helps differentiate it from German alternatives like the Audi Q7 and Mercedes-Benz GLS. On the twists and turns of Ortega Highway, the sole direct path to Temecula from Orange County in the Santa Ana Mountains, the 17.5-foot-long Lincoln shifted how heavy it is left and right predictably. It's no Jaguar rev pace, nevertheless it'll bring you up for the ski resort without inducing any undue panic or stress, particularly if you tighten things up by engaging Excite mode. After having fun with the system's other modes, I appeared leaving it in Excite throughout the bulk of my drive thanks for the sharper steering feel and throttle response the setting provides. Motivation if your throttle is pinned comes from a version of Ford's proven 3.5-liter EcoBoost twin-turbo V6, which sends 450 horsepower and 510 pounds-to-feet of torque via a new 10-speed automatic transmission. The package hustles the important SUV along very well when prodded, along with the engine emits a subdued but appropriate growl the way it does. Lincoln didn't divulge a 0 to 60 mph test time, but considering that the outgoing Navigator needed 6.5 seconds with 380 horsepower on tap, 6.0 seconds seems a good estimate. When it comes time business as the proceedings, it's best never to pump the brakes way too hard. They'll prevent you quickly enough all right, but nobody fully briefed will enjoy the nosedive that results. Its on-road behavior is solid enough, but Lincoln did its work best in the 2018 Navigator's cabin. Not only is it pleasant about the eyes, it's a pleasure to occupy at the same time, beginning from the near-complete shortage of noise and vibration being passed into the well-insulated cabin. The front seats are very comfortable and may be adjusted to satisfy the ergonomic desires of just about anyone. Highlights add some individually adjustable thigh extenders along with the easily accessible massage function, apart from the $1,250 perfect position package, which may be turned on together with the push of the mouse next towards the other door-mounted seat adjustment controls. Some will rightly accuse Lincoln of stealing Mercedes' idea. I'm glad it did. How many adjustments available would force occupants to blindly fiddle with quite a few buttons. Key for the interior's stylish elegance could be the smart by using chrome throughout, which contrasts well while using piano black accents and then choice of trim. I'm partial towards the white teak found within the Black Label Yacht Club package. The stylish, old-school-looking dash neatly encases a vintage-looking rectangular gauge cluster, all digital, of course, and drives home the mid-century inspiration. The Infotainment Screen, which runs the Lincolnized version of Ford's Sync 3, breaks in the flow unfortunately, but being fair, there really isn't the best way to incorporate something as modern as being a touchscreen in a design that evokes car interiors of 60 years ago. It's unfortunate the screen can't be folded or retracted easily. It may be worth noting, however, that at least inside reserve trim, and presumably, the Premier and Select levels below, here are a few places where materials quality isn't exactly what it should be, such as within the upper door panel. Spring for that Black Label model though, and also the Venetian leather Lincoln purposes of its range-topping trim feels better on the touch and is particularly found in more places. You'll also appreciate the Black Label's standard 20-speaker Revel Ultima audio system, technology package, adaptive cruise control, active park assist, auto high beams, head-up display, collision assist, and lane keep assist, and 22-inch wheels, which can be optional for the lower-level models. While the 2018 Navigator's interior is almost perfect, its exterior lacks the imposing presence you'd expect this shy giant to obtain. From the side, it bears way too much resemblance on the humble Ford Explorer, just as if the sheet metal with the smaller crossover was simply scaled up then given a little polish, fender accents, and retractable running boards. The Navigator concept Lincoln rolled outside in 2016 with a slightly sloping roof and much more elongated and premium-looking shape, harking back to one of today's luxury SUV gold standards, the Range Rover. It's unfortunate those elements didn't have the cut. Even so, the flat roof in the production model does accommodate ample headroom from the third row, while using stated 37.3 inches being enough to comfortably fit even my 6'4" self. The 42.3 inches of legroom third row occupants can be obtained doesn't suck, either. That not enough visual slope negatively impacts matters back at the back in the Navigator, also. While an improvement above the outgoing model thanks towards the black D-pillars and inverted horizontal light bar, the 2018 Navigator's rear still looks quite slabby, thanks to some extent to its nearly 1-to-1 with height proportions. And then there's the leading. An SUV-size version in the grille that's not doing anything special for that Continental doesn't do much for Navigator, either. In fact, out inside wild, it appears squished, like someone shrunk the photo horizontally as an alternative to vertically. The giant Lincoln logo is usually a nice touch, but it would need to be over a grille having a horizontal pattern, perhaps that with the 65 Continental, rather when compared to a vertical one. Exterior design shortcomings aside, Lincoln nailed nearly everything else within the 2018 Navigator. The package has an excellent interior, a substantial powertrain, good equipment list, a tow rating north of £8,000, plus a competitive cost that starts at $73,250. Black car fleets will definitely love them, but only time will inform if the image-conscious, high-net-worth suburbanites Lincoln wishes to attract will notice the same way. Lincoln's concierge services are an added selling point, but failure or success comes down to the strength with the brand's marketing push, since the hip-hop cred an original Navigator could snag probably isn't ever coming back. 2018 Lincoln Navigator 4x4 reserve specifications on sale December 2017, price $82,400/$88,675, base/as tested engine 3.5 liters twin turbo dock 24 valve V6 450 horsepower at 5,500 revolutions per minute. 510 pounds-feet at 3,000 revolutions per minute. Transmission 10-speed automatic layout 4-door, 7-passenger, front engine, 4WD SUV EPA mileage 16.21 miles per gallon, city/highway LXWXH 210.0 by 79.9 by 76.3 in wheelbase, 122.5 in weight, 5,855 pounds, 0 to 60 miles per hour 6.0 seconds. As top speed N.A.